And 9:08, coincidentally, Nuge can play is the exact amount of time we need to eat grilled cheese sandwiches. I literally started when we started, and I finished.
You are the Usain Bolt
Of grilled cheese
of
sandwich
grilled
eating?
cheese sandwich eating. Honestly, you brought up a sandwich for me. I got a head start on you. I ate half of it before.
Yeah, I was wondering how you were getting through it so quick.
Then that song starts, and you take your undisturbed sandwich, and you beat me. You still beat me.
Well, I wanted to eat it during the Nuge can play.
That
That's
is
exactly
impressive.
what we did.
You are.
Apparently,
You're
it's
not very good at a lot of things, but man, you found your niche.
Thanks, man. Apparently, it takes me 1 minute, 45.6 seconds to eat a grilled cheese sandwich, which isn't that impressive, actually, if you think about it. I mean,
It's
could
pretty
have done it
impressive.
quicker. Eric Macramella, Team 1260 Sports legal analyst with us. Eric, how are you today?
Happy National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day.
It has been.
Do we have to have another one? I mean, what are we talking about here?
You know, the ancient Romans were the first civilization to make a cooked bread and cheese sandwich. How exciting is that?
It's amazing, and I would attribute most of that to Maximus Meridius, whatever his last name was again.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Velvetus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Velvetus. Is that on the LSAT, Eric?
I think I really did well on the LSAT. You know, life for me is like the last LSAT question. Like, you know, when you do these kinds of IQ tests, the last questions are really, really hard. I remember I got to the last question and I just giggled. It was like 37 trains leaving 37 different train stations at 37 different times. I'm like, really? How is this going to serve me in my life? Please.
Yeah, but when the question said, how many trains are there? You were like, oh, that's easy. There's 37. I can be a lawyer.
No, the question, how many of these trains serve grilled cheese sandwiches? And I said all of them because it's delicious.
Eric Macramella with us. He's our Team 1260 sports legal analyst, and of course a major, major, major hockey fan.
Wait.
Yeah.
Dustin?
Yes.
I want your listeners to know the power of you.
Okay.
The power of you. Yesterday, you tweeted a follow for me.
Yeah.
You said, follow Eric on Sports Law.
Yeah.
The result? I lost one follower.
Well, after I did it, I said to myself, that was bad advice, and I unfollowed you.
Yeah, happy damn National Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day.
That didn't work out well at all.
No.
So what's this I hear and read that you don't think the Oilers should have won the lottery?
Well, you know, when I wrote a blog entry at OffsideSportsLaw.com, and you can link to it from the Team1260.com website. It's called Your Real NHL Standings. I have a real issue with the loser point because, number one, and most significantly, it really distorts the standings. Number one, it awards points for losing, which to me is nonsensical and not at all intuitive. Number two, by awarding a point for losing, the entertainment value of a game, I think, is diminished. As sports fans, when you watch sports at the very highest level, what you care about is winning and losing, not winning, losing, and kind of not losing. And that really undermines that. But all that aside, when you do the math, when you consolidate the loss column just to losses, no matter when you lost, and that's all we care about or should care about, and you remove a point from the standings for losing in overtime. So if you lose, you get no points. If you win, you get 2 points. So 2 points for a win, no points for a loss. Seems simple enough to me. When you adjust the standings for that, two things happen. Number one, Florida Panthers and the LA Kings are out of the playoffs, and the Dallas Stars and the Sabres are in. But number two, and most importantly, because this affects me as a Habs fan and you guys who cover the Oilers, the Canadians slide down to second place in the draft order for the first overall pick. And the Oilers go to third. And by the way, Carolina's in and the Leafs are out. So what happens? You guys now in second place, and it's fake. It's not real. You guys get the first overall pick, and the Canadians end up with, I don't know, hopefully Forsberg, third. But these NHL standings, I find them maddening. And, why would you want to award teams for losing? I don't get that. You have to commit to the overtime. The NHL doesn't commit. It's like, well, we're not totally convinced of our overtime format, so if you lose, we'll still give you a point, because we're not really sure about it. No, in life there are winners and there are losers. I'm a loser. I know what it feels like. It's fine. I'm used to it. You have to have a clear distinction between winning and losing. That's what sports is about. It's not summer camp.
You do understand the irony in somebody from outside of the city trying to teach people in Edmonton about losing, don't you?
Yeah.
Like you're going to come across as some sort of expert on losing? Come on.
Well, I am an Expos fan, please. Now, you guys wouldn't be so used to losing if maybe there was a defenseman available at the top of the draft. Agreed?
Agreed.
Yeah. It's important to get the puck out of your zone.
The one thing we can take away from everything you just said is that the Panthers clearly shouldn't have home ice advantage in the playoffs this year.
If you remove the loser point and consolidate the loss column, the Panthers are 38-44. How can a team that is 6 games under 500 sit in third place in the Eastern Conference? And that brings me up to divisional seeding. That makes no sense either. It doesn't make any sense because you play 6 games inside your division and 4 against the rest of the conference teams. It's not like the old days where it was 8 games in your division. So from 6 to 4 is not significant. So that shouldn't grant you a divisional seeding. Really, ultimately, guys, what it boils down to is this. The way the playoff format works is you have the playoffs are comprised of 3 divisional teams and then 5 wild cards. 5. That doesn't make sense.
Are you this fired up over the fact that Sean Payton had his decision upheld by the league? I mean, surprising, really, wasn't it?
That was a hot segue. That was hot. All right, so let me come down.
Settle down for a second and talk. Put on your football voice. Put on your football voice. Okay.
Sean Payton. It is. It's not a surprise that Sean Payton's suspension failed. I mean, when the Williams recording came out, just from an optics standpoint, that made his suspension altogether more difficult. Now, when we were on last time, I think I said, look, I think he'll be suspended for a year. There's a chance they may tweak the fine, which is in his entire salary for the year at $7.5 million. And Goodell has actually left that door open. He has suggested it is possible we may adjust the fine. But ultimately, the suspension remains the same. Again, as I said before, this has less to do with Sean Payton and Loomis and Williams and the Saints and everything to do with, as of this morning, 56 concussion lawsuits filed by retired players against the NFL. It has everything to do with possible future lawsuits against the NFL filed by players who felt like they were targeted and injured, and everything to do with sending a message to potential jurors down the line that the NFL values player safety. That's what this is about, guys. It is completely a legal matter, and it is not a football matter.
Anything else happening legally?
Well, there's that Batman guy. You heard about the guy at the Orioles home opener, shirtless with a cape on, ran onto the Orioles field in Camden Yards and was tossed in the clinker for 13 hours and now has been banned for life from Camden Yards. Yes, I sent you a link 8 seconds before coming on while I was having a grilled cheese sandwich. So the image, and I'll put on my blog, of him doing an interview wearing Batman shorts, no shirt and a cape, and a Batman cap, or Penguins cap. It looks like a Penguins cap. Is fantastic. The issue here is this, is that when you buy a ticket to a game, what it is a license. You are permitted to enter the premises, but it is in keeping with certain terms and conditions, and that is that you behave yourself. So the Orioles, as well as other professional sports teams, have that right to impose conditions on you, and if you fail to meet them, can do what essentially can ban you from the park.
I'm pretty sure the Orioles, as an organization, they're thinking, hey, we should sign Batman.
Use him in the bullpen. Yes, they need him.
Good stuff, Eric. Appreciate the time, man. Happy grilled cheese day.
Delicious, delicious day. All right, boys. Take care.
See you later. There you go. That is Eric Mackermell, our Team 1260 sports legal analyst. You can find his blog by going to